Welcome to the DMF. I'm Justin Yance. This is part 6. That's why, once again, getting back to meditation, I wanted to ask you, so do you meditate? Like, what is
Uh,
your thing?
y- yes, I do.
Okay.
Um, you know, I definitely do that. I definitely consider that to some level. I do meditate. I do believe in affirmations. So, I think it helps me keep calm, if anything. Um, I'm not necessarily a big one on the law of attraction or manifestation so much because I do believe that, when I say manifestation, I think it's good for hard work
Yeah.
in a sense. Like, that's where I think, like, where, standing law of attraction, I think is great, but it's missing the piece of hard work that comes with that. Because I can tell you right now, I'm manifesting $1 million, but $1 million is not going to come to me if I'm sitting on my, rear end
Yeah.
manifesting $1 million. I have to work hard for that,
Yeah.
and you know, I mean, that's an extreme example, but I'm just showing that.
Yeah.
So I think, meditation is important. I think just keeping calm is good.
What about there's the law of assumption. And I think that's more of the important thing because that's basically who you are is kind of what you'll be. So like if you just sit there and say, yeah, I'm going to manifest $1 million, but your subconscious is still believing, like, well, no, you're not. It's like, what you want to happen is the subconscious to assume that, and then you
Hmm.
can do that. And that will lead to hard work because if you truly
Yes.
believe you are this, then you're going to want to work harder. You're going to want to do this idea that, this is going to come to me and now I'm going to just, be lazy or all day is like, that's not how this works. Once something like that is gifted to you, whether it be $1 million, whether, whatever it is, it's going to change your perception and you're going to work harder because that's what you needed
Hmm.
to get it, you know.
Yes.
What do you do for physical fitness?
Well, I think for that, walking.
Mm, okay.
Walking is important.
Yes.
I do a little bit of Taibo, which is,
Oh, cool. Yeah.
on tape. But for me, walking, and I think walking even helps me cognitively, not just, physically fit energetic wise. Like sometimes I'll even listening to a podcast while I'm walking, and I
Yeah.
find that I absorb the information
Yeah.
better than I would if I just sat listening to it, at night if I'm walking a movement. So, I think that's a good thing too. Um, and that helps break up the day too. It's, because again, when you're sedentary, you start to then having negative self-talk can come in, and that can start to derail you.
What are you reading?
Right now, I'm reading some books on NLP.
Oh, cool. Do you
You
mind
know, I
sharing some of them?
one of them I'm reading right now is called NLP for Rookies.
Ooh.
And it's by, I'm just pulling it up here. Um, Kind of show it a bit. NLP for Rookies.
Oh, cool.
By, from rookie to expert. I again, I'm not saying you're going to be an expert, but it's
Yeah.
good. It's good to keep learning. So I keep reading. I have a lot of I read a lot of Tim Ferriss's books. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a Tribe of Mentors that he wrote. The Four
Great
Hour
book.
Work Week. Um, I read. Another book that is a bit of a controversial author, but I like him is Jordan Peterson, The 12
Yeah.
Rules for Life. I thought that
Yeah.
was a great book.
Yeah, those
Um,
are good books. I mean, he's kind of he's another catch 22. It's like there's a lot I like, and then there's a lot where it's like,
well, yeah, I mean, he did get a little, but he's also a very brilliant man,
yeah,
and has a lot of great stuff that I think everybody can listen to. And, even if you put some of the other stuff aside, if you
agreed.
look at some of the information on psychology and stuff, it can really help you out.
Yeah.
So, like him, I listen to a lot of his stuff, occasionally when um, I want to, what else I'm working on a couple other things too now.
Oh,
So I like to read, I'm big on podcasts. Like, One of the podcasts I listen to now is Diary of a CEO,
Mm. Yeah.
which is, you know, really good. They have all different types of interviews on mindset, on fitness, on business, health. So, uh, I've also listened to a lot of Tony Robbins stuff.
Yeah, he's
So,
great.
yeah. So, I'm one of the things that I always hammer home with all of this is that we're always learning, and we're always have to be from a place of learning. And that's why I don't work with people who say I have all the training I need.
Yeah, that's
As an actor,
foolish.
no, no, it's not. And even that's what I say. I have a PhD in psychology. I'm still learning every day.
If you have that mindset of I'm always learning, you're always going to learn. If you just sit there and say I've learned all I can, then guess what? Like you said, you don't use it, you're going to lose it.
Of course, and that's a lot of people lose skills that they don't
Yeah.
necessarily remember and all that.
What
So.
are you what are you listening to?
Well, like I said, I listen to music. I like eclectic. I mean, I'm very an
Cool.
eclectic type person. I'm a child of the '80s, so I'm aging myself. But I like '80s, '90s.
Cool.
Um, I listen a little light rock. Sometimes a little bit of country, not much, but so a lot of different stuff. That I like to keep myself. I like to just keep myself. With different interests in that.
I like that. What are you watching right now?
Watching, I watch a lot of the stuff that films in New York,
Mm,
Law and Order. Um, I watched, Netflix, like The Night Agent, which I like.
mm.
Black Mirror, I like that. Um, I like to try new things, out too, especially, like if it's filming in New York, I like to give it a shot, and I'm kind of rooting for that. So.
Yeah. How can people reach you?
Okay, so a couple of you can go to my agency website, bramanteartist.com, and if you're looking for representation, you can always submit through that website. Um, we have a form that you can fill out, and you can send all your links, your Actors Access Casting Networks links. Um, if you're looking, I'm also on Instagram. I'm both Bramante Artist and Dr. Al Bramante. Feel free to you reach out and follow me. And if you want to, yeah, DM, I'm very open to that. You have any questions, I'll be
Excellent.
happy to, answer them, and or if you have any comments or about this podcast or anything that.
Do how can people get your book?
So you can go on Amazon. It's called Rise Above the Script, and it's available in both paperback, well, three formats: paperback, Kindle, and audiobook.
Excellent.
So I kind of hit like all the different learning styles in the sense of that
Yeah.
one.
Well, for me, the Kindle is my favorite because I'm on the go. I need that, I want to read.
When you're on the
Yeah.
train, on the bus,
Yeah.
or just outside, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like all formats. I mean, I definitely I'm definitely more of a paperback, but I do certain appreciate Kindle more.
My problem is I've gotten to the point where I don't have any more room for books, so it's
Me
like
too, me too. That's why like I started going on Kindle. I'm like, yep, okay. At least with Kindle, there's unlimited space.
like I
A
was
lot
going
more
through
space.
it. I'm like, okay, how can I get rid of some of these books? Because it's like I can get this on Kindle, but it's like, but I really like this book, so I know exactly what you
Yeah.
feel. Yeah. Um, well, thank you so much for doing this. This has been
Well,
great.
thank you, Justin, again for inviting me and welcoming me on.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Is there anything else you would like to say before we say bye?
Just keep living your dream, keep your passion up, because one of the and I'll end with this, and not to sound uh sour, but the regret is a powerful thing, and most of the research about regret is not the mistakes you made, it's the opportunities you didn't do.
Yeah.
You had the opportunity presented and you didn't take it.
Yeah.
So live your passion. If you want to act, go for it. You want to write, you want to travel the world, go for it.
Great.
All right. Well, thank you again.
Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.